Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again. And again, I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to embolden you. I'm here to empower you. I am here to inform you. I am here to educate you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to bring and give you peace. I'm here to bring and give you hope because I am here to bring, give, and tell you the truth. Okay, let's recap. I have been encouraging you all not to react, but instead take action. I've also been encouraging you all to not hear what you want to hear, but listen to what is actually being said. Now, if you just take those same two little things, we're going to add a third. Okay? The third is do not have short term memory loss. You combine all three of those and you won't get in trouble. Now, by applying all three of those, which is not reacting but instead taking action, not hearing what you want to hear but listening to what's being said, and by not having short-term memory loss, let's make sense out of everything that has taken place over the past, I don't know, 2 weeks. Did you hear President Trump's address last night? Hmm? Oh, you did? Made you feel pretty good, now didn't you? Now, again, let's apply all three of those of my encouraging suggestions. Okay? Don't react. Take action. Now, a lot of you all probably watched it online. I know I did. And you start to see all of the reactors. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, President Trump. You're just going to start World War III. How many times have we heard that? We've heard that since he shot over those cruise missiles over there into Syria. Last time I checked and looked around, we're not at war with anybody, or should I say, not a real legitimate country. We're not at war with. Okay, so now, but I'm quite sure you all saw those messages, and if not if you didn't watch it live, I'm quite sure you saw something to that effect. Gloom and doomers, the prophesier. When other social media people shared it or shared clips. Yep. Mm-hmm. See, those are the people that are trying to get you to react. Don't react, take action. And the reason why they're trying to get you to react is because they're trying to steer you down a road because the president is taking action. Now, as far as, look at that, light bulb's coming on. Oh, you're seeing it. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Now, my mom called me up. Yes, I talk to my mom every day. How about that? If you do not talk to your mother or your father, if they are still alive, my question is, why don't you? We'll just leave it at that. Now, my mom calls me up and she asked me a silly question. She said, "Did you watch the president's?" I said, "Oh yeah." She said, "What did you think of it?" I said, "I agreed with every single word that the man said, and it's about daggum time." And she said, I just want to make sure you heard the same thing that I heard because," and then she just started going. It's about time. That's the first time I've ever heard any president. Any president. My mom's in her 80s. Okay? She's been around for a while. Okay? That's the first time I heard any president say exactly what needed to be said and is doing. Pay close attention. Doing slash taking action. Doing taking the action that needs to be done. See, last night, and again, or should I say, Monday night, because I make my videos the day before. This is Tuesday evening, about 6:30, that I'm making this video. Monday evening, what President Trump said scared the bejesus out of all the counterfeits, out of all the fakes and frauds. Because he said point blank, we're not going to operate on no timeline. We are here to kill terrorists. Called removing the threat. I've only been telling you all that that's what needs to be done. That's called an action, not a reaction. You got a problem? Well, you come up with a solution. If you got terrorists that are trying to kill you, well, just go remove them. Not be nice to them, not give them money, not kowtow and be afraid of them. No, you go over there, you kill them before they come over here and kill us. And you know what the man said, what the 45th president said was truth, because hello, what's the lying media talking about? Not that. The fakes, the frauds, the counterfeits, the liars. I told you what happens. They turn tail and run from the truth. They run from the doer. They run from the law. Okay? And it had one senator come out. Lindsey Light and Loafers Graham came out and said something. I didn't even hear. I don't even listen to him. I've got no respect. As far as I'm concerned, he's gone. As far as the law is concerned, he's a criminal. So says the law, not so says me. But he evidently he came out and said something in favor of President Trump, of what President Trump had to say. Well, again, what is all of this? Man, you've been hanging around Paul Rubber Ryan too much there, Lindsey. Pick a daggum side and stick to it. Oh, that's right, you ain't got no side. Because you a slave. You're all about you. You all about saving your own little hide. You could really care less about what happens to anybody else. You're only worried about saving your own little hide. Now, aren't you? And then, of course, the Communist News Network, CNN, it's not even news. They go over to Paul Rubber Ryan's. They don't even want to talk about what the president had to say. That tells you right there. That tells you right there exactly how powerful it was that he said. Because exactly how powerful of what he said. He also said, hey, we're not going to be nation building anymore. I was watching Jay Sekulow Tuesday, and they were down on Obama as well as, hello, Bush #2, George W. He was just as guilty as Obama of tying the hands of the military. President Trump said, hello, these people are there to remove threats. We are going to equip them to the utmost. We are not going to tie their hands. We are not going to have lawyers. Jay Sekulow said the lawyers. But President Trump said we're not going to have the politicians. Same thing. Seems like every politician nowadays is a lawyer. think about that for a minute. We're not going to have these lawyers making decisions, micromanaging something from across the world. Hello, what, you didn't learn your lesson from Vietnam? And that entire aspect really started with Korea. How did that work out for us? Kim done gone. No. President Trump said we're going to go in. We are going to kill the terrorists, remove the threats, take action, remove the threats, and then guess what? We're not going to write no daggone blank check. We're holding people accountable. That's including you, Pakistan. That's including you. I mean, it was very in-depth as to what the man, if you listen, you heard clear as day. Accountability's here, folks. When are you going to wake up and start realizing that? I'm going to tell you who heard it. All these fakes and frauds, these counterfeits, in our government, in the news media and everything, they all heard it. That's why they ain't talking about it. How come? I mean, here's something else that I've said too. The doer outs the fake, the fraud, the counterfeit simply by doing. Because then everybody else is just like you all are probably. A lot of you all are probably a lot like my mom. Oh man, thank God! It's about daggum time. Somebody said when it's about daggum time that somebody actually told us. So glad I got the shades on. The truth. And said exactly what needs to be done. And then just doesn't talk about it. Takes action. Too much talking. We have not been doing any kind of walking. Well, guess what? We got a doer in the White House. And again, the doer shames them all. So, where are all these Republican senators who have been professing all of this stuff? Hey, Songbird, where you at, man? Great war hero. You like war? Oh no, you see, you just like controlling everything. You don't like finding solutions. See, we're gonna remove the daggone threat, just like when was the last time you heard anything about ISIS? Oh, I'm so glad I got the shades on. Because they are all but dead. All but dead. But you know what? You wouldn't listen. You wouldn't know that because the stupid little people in the stupid little box, otherwise known as the lying media, they refuse to tell you. That's why you've got turn them off. Turn them all off. Period. On that note, it seems like Bannon is starting to think about creating his own news channel. And it appears that he was talking to one of the Roger Ayers, I think it was, before the guy died. He's the guy that made Fox into the conservative juggernaut, and now, being torn down by the kids. I'm telling you, folks, the things that are here right now are not going to be here much longer. The news agencies, these networks. Hold on a second. and to get rid of the sun that was right there. So anyway, um, so things are happening. Okay, now ask yourself this: we know, we know, we know. Let's tie it all together. Now, what explains a lot, because the enemy, the counterfeits, they want you to react because they do not have enough oomph to come in and and make you do something. They don't have enough force, because if they do try to come in and forcibly make you do something, well, then they've outed themselves. Okay, period. Then they've outed themselves for being a criminal, because only a criminal comes into your jurisdiction, a law abiding citizen's jurisdiction, and forces the law abiding citizen to do something that they do not want to do. That's the definition of a crime in its simplest, basic form. So, what they do is they create situations that generate fear that cause you to react. Oh, so glad I get the shades on. Now you're starting to understand why Charlottesville took place. Now you're starting to understand why Kim Jong-un was talking about threatening to hit Guam and everything. Again, folks, there are bureaucratic leaks. There are treasonous people in that White House. They were already there, and they're before President Trump got in there. And it's not as simple as you all think, as just saying, okay, you're fired. It is designed. They have so complicated everything, and they have so created a government structure that keeps that their goal was to run have our constitutional republic be ineffective, and just claim, because you've got to, in order for the con, because that's all it is a con, or a lie. In order for the lie to be believed by the truthful person, by the law-abiding citizen, they have to believe that everything is being done legally and lawfully. So it takes time. It takes a long time to build up a structure that controls the truth. Well, what you're saying is that you can't stop the truth. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that made sense, what I just said. But what you can't, these people are in there to do you, me, we, the United States of America harm. Their goal is to rule the world. They're control freaks. So you've got these people in there, and they're leaking out stuff. Okay, they're leaking at they know the president is planning something. They're not stupid. I mean, he went out to Camp David, and if you listen to the lying media, again, don't have short-term memory loss, folks. Okay, President Trump went to Camp David. Who did he bring? All the generals. The lying media doesn't. The lying media talks about, oh well, he's only been in office this long. He's already taken a vacation. Same thing. He brought him down to Mar-a-Lago with him. Get away from all the leakers. So they know. Hello, yeah. The president just doesn't hang around with a bunch of generals. They're not his security staff. He's getting ready to do something big. So before he does something big, we've got to generate fear. We've got to come up with a new distraction. Okay, get Kim Jong-un and shoot off something. Whatever happened to that? Sit down, son. We will remove you from the face of God's green earth, which is basically what President Trump told him. Sit down and shut up, boy. because we're gonna put you in a timeout. We're gonna take you out. Period. Oh, what happened? Kim done gone. Bye, Kim. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, then the next thing is, Charlottesville. That didn't take place. That didn't take root. Yeah. And again, these people do not care about human life. If they're willing to kill an innocent, defenseless baby while it's still in the womb, before it can even speak, what makes you think they care that they don't that they're going to have a problem killing a full-grown adult? Okay, 100% setup, Charlottesville. Well, that didn't take root. Okay, let's see if we can start something in Boston. Mm-hmm. You look like a bunch of idiots. 40,000 people protesting 50 people? Who's the bully? Who's the bully? Okay, well that didn't work. Okay, well let's start tearing down Confederate. Let's bring up the good old standard, the racism. And then, folks, there is no such thing as racism. It's called prejudice. Do your own little research. Go look up the meaning of the word racism and the meaning of the word prejudice. They're almost identical. Back when I was growing up, nobody was racist. Everybody called oh, you were prejudiced. But racist sounds a whole lot. Racist, hello, boy, that's very defining. That's very defining. Then hey, hello. And the only people that can be racist are white people. Uh-uh. Anybody can be prejudiced. Prejudice, racist. Go ahead. Do the research. You do it for yourself. Look up the meaning of those two words. Racist and prejudice. They are identical. Same thing. And I saw another post, a friend of mine, I don't know if it was one of my Facebook friends or if it was on a page or something. Hello, there are no different races. We are the human race. Scientifically proven. So if there are no different races, hello, what color is your blood? You got 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, male and female. It doesn't matter what part of the world you come from, whether it be South America, North America, um, uh, uh, the Far East, Asia, or the tropical islands. You can take one male from any part of those places, from any male from any part of the world, and any female from any part of the world, and you know what? They can both get together and create another human being, irregardless of where they come from, irregardless of their race. We are one race. It's called the human race. So, there is no such thing as racism. It's called being prejudiced. So let's tear down the Confederate statues that we put up, the Democrats say. Simply to remind, just to keep, as an agitation, to keep you in fear. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's what they want to make it be like. It's history. It's history is what it is. That bothers you, you already know what to do. I'm sorry. So, well, that didn't take either. So now what are they talking about? Now they're talking about, and I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Rush Limbaugh, and yeah, I'm going to call him out. I very rarely call people out. But Rush Limbaugh actually said that he believes that we're heading for civil war. You got to be stupid. Stop the fear mongering. Stop it. That's reaction. That's not taking action. So all of these things happen prior to, and it all took place simply because they knew that President Trump was about to take action. They just didn't know what action was going to be taken. So they tried to Kim Dun-gone. That didn't work. And again, folks, if you still do not believe that there is a group of people who are trying to rule the world, hello, Bilderbergs, all of these secret organizations, they're a bunch of control freaks, folks. They don't know their creator. They operate underneath the law of the jungle. They are the true white supremacists. Because the vast majority of them, well, I don't know of any black people. Maybe y'all can look into it or not. But I don't know of any black countries that participate in the Bilderberg. Do you? That's racist organization right there, Bubble. By y'all's own standard. Even though there is no such thing as racism, because we are all the same race, the human race. But yes, there is an organization. It's deep state, globalists, whatever you want to call them. Illuminati. Yeah, they got all kind of different names. Ooh, scary, 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 scary. Scary. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we're all shaking in fear. Not. So yes, they can start stir ups all over the place. And what's happening is we're tired of it. I just saw a clip from Britain First, put out a video clip of in Germany watching these Muslim people going around terrorizing neighborhoods, being arrested. Oh, we're tired of it, son. Playtime is over with. Accountability's here. So what we're gonna do is and again, first, Kim Dun-gone shoots off his mouth. Fear, 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 fear. Okay. Did he do anything? No. Then of course you got Charlottesville. We got to talk about anything and everything. We got to create our own distraction because the doer's doing. They're not talking about anything positive. If you can't find one, look, this is how I was raised. If you can't say something nice about somebody, don't say anything at all. Are you going to really be that stupid and try to profess that, this guy's a failure? President Trump meaning? Some of you all need, again, you go watch yesterday's video. Y'all burning bridges. Y'all need to stop it. Period. Because you can't stop this. So then the Charlottesville thing happened. Nothing. We're not taking a bait. We are not reacting. We are no longer reacting. If you're still reacting, just stop it. Because stopping reacting is taking an action. How about that? You actually got to do something to stop. It's called stop. But to keep reacting, you just keep on going, and you just got to be led down the path like a sheep, like a lamb to the slaughter. Stop reacting. By stopping reacting, you are taking action. Then the Boston thing, that didn't work. And they all got their little feelings hurt. And now the lying media, the only thing the lying media can say is, well, he didn't tell us how many people are sending over there. And again, President Trump said it. No, we're not gonna tell people what we're gonna do. Hello, he said that way back when he was a candidate, Trump, in the primaries. That's our problem. We tell everybody what we're going to do before we do it. And then the bad guy's not there anymore. Well, guess what? You all gonna need it's time to put a little fear in the heart of the enemy. You think the Moab was look, he showed him what was coming. Dropped that Moab, bam! Right where? Where did he drop the Moab? Oh, that's right, Afghanistan. Well, now we're going to send over a whole bunch of people. Again, the Word of God is clear. The Word of God is true. Every tree that's not planted by my Father must be uprooted. Let's pulling it up by the roots. These people like burying it in the hole. Some things you can't bomb an enemy into submission. Okay? No, somebody's got to get in there. Sometimes you just got to get up in there. You got to get down into the septic tank and clean that puppy out. Ask any plumber. They know. So now you're starting to see. You're starting to understand exactly. You're starting to realize exactly why some things happen. And some things are orchestrated. That's why they're being orchestrated. Okay? I hope that makes you feel better. It's time to just start taking action. It's time to again, don't hear what you want to hear. Listen to what's being said. Okay? Don't have the short-term memory loss. File everything away. And just know whenever like the next thing is now Antifa's saying that we're on November 4th. What's that? A few months ago. A few months away. We're only in August, for crying out loud. September, October, that's 3 months. Almost 3 whole months away. Or at least 2. Oh, we're going to start riots. We're going to start civil war. Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. We're going to take you out before then. How about that? Don't react. Start taking action. Don't hear what you want to say. Don't hear what you want to hear. Listen to what's actually being said. And do not forget. Do not have short-term memory loss. Look at the whole big picture. You do that, and all of a sudden, everything starts coming into focus, and you see the truth. And that, my friend, is the truth. Just saying.